Everyone, I'm Sandy Hicks. I'm the facilitator for Agility with Sounds here in the South Island, and with me I have Michaela Williams. Hi Michaela.
Hi.
Who is a Year 5-6 teacher here at Rangiora Borough School. Now, Michaela, you've been working with AWS Digital for how long?
We started working with the sentence book in term 1, and then we've been working with the digital program from term 2, mostly through term 2 and term 3, and then a little bit this term as well.
Okay, and what level do you teach?
I teach year 5 and 6.
Oh, yeah. And you said the sentence book, so the sentence book is brought in why? Why do you use that before you use AWS writing?
The sentence book helps teachers teach the simple sentences, compound sentences, complex sentences, as well as
so the semantics and
construct sentences.
Okay, awesome, thank you. Okay, so we've got what level you teach. What range of academic level do you have within your class?
At the start of the year in writing, they started. It was a range between 1B and a 5B.
Okay, that's a big range, and you've got everything in between.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So, as a teacher, how easy has the program been to implement into whole class setting?
So easy. It's been the easiest thing.
Yep. Okay. So, in what terms of looking at what sort of things has made it easier for you?
Planning was easy because it was all online in the books. The kids knew what to expect because it was the same routine every time we started a new book and the process.
Yep.
And
if we talk about cognitive load for the students and cognitive load for the teacher, what does that sort of mean to you?
It was easier because they weren't having to generate their own ideas all the time. Like, they had a basis of where to begin.
So a beginning sentence for each paragraph?
Yeah, and then they were able to pull examples from the book to be able to include in their writing. So they were just having to focus on how to construct the sentences, including the information.
Fantastic, thank you. And you've talked about the less planning because it's all there, it's all in the book. You just have to note it down in your timetable. That's what I'm doing today. Mm-hmm. Fantastic. All right. How important are the comprehension questions to the children's understanding of the text, and did you find these useful?
So I started with the level 2 books.
You did, yep.
Yeah. And I started using the comprehension questions, but I found that they were able to comprehend those texts easier. But then as we moved into using level 3 books, we started using the comprehension questions more, so that would help them understand what the text was about and therefore be able to understand what they were being asked to write about.
Fantastic, thank you. Your honest opinion of the overall effectiveness of the program, and what have been some of the things that you've noticed from your learners?
I loved it.
That's cool. That's a good answer.
The effectiveness was that the kids knew the routine, they knew what was expected, and they then started trying to exceed my expectations with their writing as well. It helped them become writers, because some of them came in and they could barely write a sentence with a capital letter and a full stop, and now they're writing compound to complex sentences easily. And
so my question is, are they still using that good writing practice even in things you're doing outside of what you've taught them?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've seen in their writing tests that they did, the last example you did, the paragraphing was beautiful.
Yep.
The sentences were well formed. It was really well done.
Yeah.
So good work. Okay. Do you need a device for every child, and what's the minimum that you could get away with? Because it is a digital platform.
Yeah. I was one between 3 or one between 2 most of the time. But when we were short on laptops, it was one between 3. And it was good because it meant they worked together in a group, so they were bouncing ideas off each other, and they then had that tuakana relationship because I grouped them with a mixture of abilities.
Okay, and if you had children finishing earlier than other children, you just set them other tasks to do that were writing or reading activities?
We were on word chain.
Okay, perfect. That's a great segue. I love it.
Word chain or free writing.
Awesome. Yeah. That's great. It was that easy. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I did have asked, they've continued to write and continued to use paragraphing.
Yeah.
Of the skills we teach in writing, what were the ones that they improved the most in?
I would say they improved the most in paragraphing and
So organisation of their
organisational
work.
and sentence
Sentence
construction and vocabulary. Okay. That was a big one because we went through the vocabulary as we were reading the text as well, and anything they didn't know.
And those extra words, I mean, I know how I use them, but those
Yeah.
extra words that you're given when you're introducing a body paragraph or an introduction, you use those as part of your word vocab as well and
Yep.
learning each day.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
That's okay.
That's awesome.